But I mean, you know, like if artists are there, which you know, it's kind of hard, you know, for us to stick out and like be close enough to like get like the cameras and shit like that. But you know, like we need like shit like that, you know, like get like, you know, like
you don't see famous people in Denver. Like they're here, but you don't see them.
If Trev's at the game next week, you know, put the camera on and be like Trev Rich, you know, or you know what I mean, like. Highlight us too, you know what I'm saying? Like if we on courtside shining, you know, like we like
maybe that's when you need to take your own photographer. And it sucks because you go buy another ticket. But I mean, hey, that's one way to fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's just us getting that you know, like look at like the cats in Houston got their own days, you know what I mean? Like all the hood cats, you know, they got their own days. Like, you know, this is Zero got his own day, and Slim Thug, and you know, it's like Bum B got his own day. It's like Denver don't do that for no rappers here. You know,
once again, though, you got to look at how many people they have. They have more. You know what I mean? Like people. Right. That's people, and that's one thing that people don't get here.
But we need to get to that though, to where anybody in the U.S. would know an artist's name. Like if we're walking through Florida or wherever, you know, and you're like, oh, you heard that new whatever. Until you could ask anybody in the nation what, you know, if they like that new song by a Denver artist and they know who he is, until that day comes, that ain't, you know, like right now everybody knows who Kodak Black is. You know what I mean?
No, it's
what Denver rapper that you could ask in any state, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, that new shit's dope. You know, it's like they don't even know it's out there.
They're gonna say John Elway.
Yeah, John Elway. You know, they sold him a car, so you know.
You got to get that exposure, and that's what we got to figure out. Once again, we're
gonna figure it out. You know, there's ways, and I feel like a lot of artists have got further lately, but we just got to get it popping. I guess, you know. I guess it's up to us. We just gotta, you know, keep moving, just keep fucking grinding.
But that's the thing. A lot of people ain't got the grind, bro.
Rappers got the grind.
Rappers want to rap.
I got the grind, Joe.
You know what I'm saying? I know, but how many me and you are there?
Yeah, I know.
For the two of us right here, bro, how many motherfuckers out there that don't do shit but just do what they do? And they don't have to be rappers, artists, whatever.
Right.
Just think they're straight up artists and can fucking live that life.
You know.
How there's, you know what I'm saying? Like people like, you know, one of the things people don't get, which is another blueprint to all this bullshit, is being a DJ.
Yeah.
If you're a rapper, why not be a DJ too? So you can plug your own music and you can get a job at the radio station, start playing your shit. And then do the remix, let the instrumental ride out even longer, and you bust your rap at the end of the remix, bro.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science, bro. How many, you know what I mean?
Right. But these artists, you know, like these big artists, you know, we got to be able to work with them. You know what I mean? Like we ain't able to work with these big artists that are popping right now. You know, like. Nah. Like that, you know, it's like you know, what could you do here if you ain't got a quarter mil?
You got to come at him with 100 pounds of weed.
If you ain't got a quarter mil, you ain't gonna get it. You know,
you got to come at him with you got to come at Kodak. Hey, Kodak, I got 100 pounds of weed.
Yeah, 100 pounds.
And you know who did that shit perfect? Is Burner.
Oh, Burner.
Look who he has albums with, bro. He has albums with Young Dolph, like albums with these motherfuckers.
That fool lived his rap dreams.
And he would probably be like, hey, homie, hey, Snoop, I'm going to give you 0.01% of fucking cookies stock, do an album with me.
Yeah.
That's still going to be 100 million, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He does that with Dolph. And he does that with Be Real. And
at this point, he pretty much has everybody at this point. I mean,
albums, not tracks, bro. Motherfuckers lucky they got a track with him. He got a whole album with Mozzie.
Yeah, Burner.
A whole album with Be Real, bro. That's unreal.
Burner's the big dog. Burner's
like
the big dog.
He took it to the next level, and like I said, giving him his shit. His brand is so crazy. He could give you 0.000, and you still gonna make a couple million off that. Whatever
that's
percentage
a crazy way to look at it. I never even thought of that shit.
Bro. All you gotta do.
Yeah. Wiz, he got whole albums with Wiz.
Yeah, exactly. Chic Luch, Jada, all of them, bro. Like, fuck.
No, that's just dope. I give props to Burner for getting to where he got. You know, like that's ridiculous.
All off the weed.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's where Denver fucked up. Is because we were the first ones to legalize it. We were kind of one of the first medical, if you would have had like been able to throw like a big bag to a couple high profile rappers, like they were trying to do it with Redman and the Dope Group. They were like, you see them in videos filming at 5 points and all the crazy shit.
I think somebody could have got 50, you know, when remember they even put it on the radio. He was like, I need 10 pounds. And the radio was like 50 cents looking for 10 pounds or something.
Shit.
Like they literally like put it out there. Like I want to say it wasn't even legal yet, but he was just like 50 and then, you know, whatever. And he did get that shit. I do know that. And I mean, like you said, just tell him, hey, I need a verse. I don't want your money. You know what I mean? All right.
I just need you to hook it up.
Oh, that would have been it right there. You know, you had a 50 at the height of his career verse. That would have blew somebody up.
For real.
Easy.
It's that cosign, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so, you know, so like between rap and the magazine, you know, that was a hard balance. You know, it's like,
a lot of times, especially a magazine, bro, like there's a lot of elements that go in that shit. Like rapping is rapping.
Politics, you know.
Like, I'm sure you're getting fucking...
From 04 till 2010, bro, the politics got pretty crazy for a minute. You know, it was like between rap shit and the magazine, and it was just like, you know, it was like a lot of politics going on.
Like what?
And it was just the
like
the inner city shit.
Just dealing with hood motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Why can't I be on the cover?
Well, yeah, that, and I mean, like, not just that, but like, yeah, I mean, who's in it here and there? It's like, you know, it's like you can't please everybody, but you know, you're trying to put the right people on, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like picking and choosing. People get mad you didn't put them in when, you know, it sounded like you would and shit like that, you know. It's like, I got like shit, you know, shit
and
like
you were talking
that.
about kind of like the graffiti and rap.
It was both, yeah, it could have been
like,
both, yeah, you know, because it, you know, it had its ups and downs and, you know, wild shit that went through both sides, you know, and like, but, I mean, it was crazy because it was like it was nationally distributed, but that wasn't enough to get Denver really on, you know. It's because like nobody would hear it, you know. It was like they'd see it in the magazine that they bought at Tower Records, but
they wouldn't have access to the music.
Yeah, especially back then there was no streaming or
internet.
You know,
I mean, there might be internet, but it was like not.
So it was like I was doing my best I could to try to put Denver on somehow, some way, but it didn't really help nobody. It was like nobody really was millionaires from the rap game or nothing. You know what I mean?
That would have been the shit where you would have to do with every issue you drop a CD with the issue, because like you said,
we talked about
if
that.
it's going different places, like you said, they're going to see the cool shit, but they're not, you know.
Well, we talked about that, and I did put something like that out, but that's like a lost. That's lost from the website changing like designs and shit. I think we did 2 mixtapes where I got just, you know, like literally like all this shit like I got here, you know, because I get emails from everywhere too. I mean, this was the physical stuff that would come through, you know, literally mailed in or handed to me, like, you know, just being out at whatever shows in Denver, whatever, wherever I was. And then I got the emails too, so I did, I think, 2 Understream mixtapes that were pretty dope. Or was it only 1? Maybe 2. I don't remember. And it was like, bro, I had that shit lit, bro. Like, I had like a player going, but it started crashing my site because it got like too much gigs, and I don't know what happened, but like
the bandwidth devil.
Well, the way I was doing it was dope because it was like you could even like download the song, but it was like a little player, like a little widget, you know what I mean?
A little MySpace widget.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but it was like I was getting it all on there, and I had songs and songs of artists and like dope shit too, like, you know, that people could download or at least just listen to, and it was like a radio kind of like. And I like was building that shit dope, but it crashed. So I like tried to kind of do it again. And when I was doing that, I was getting a gang of traffic to the website. But like I couldn't get it to work again, like right, you know. And
like
I just,
it wasn't going
like,
original.
Nah, it was going really good though, like because I just had all these. Because like what was crazy was like people wouldn't know. Like they would send me their stuff. I can't remember how we were doing it, but we'd have like their MP3, but like a little player or something, you know. And sometimes, but they would start hitting us up like showing hits because it was like reading through their player.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they were like, yeah, we like looked into where our plays were coming from, and it was coming from your side, and so like that was dope. And I wish I could have kept that alive on the mag, but I just couldn't get it.
Man,
that was dope for a second. But yeah, right now the Understream, that's kind of dead in the water, the website. But I'm gonna come back to it. It's like just kind of organizing archives and stuff like that, and then I think we're gonna play. We're gonna try to play with it somehow to get it back in. Right. Kind of ease it back in, and then get it popping with whatever's happening here. Just kind of get shit rolling again with the mag a little bit. Like I've just been more on the rap shit lately.
Right. Hey, what would you say are some of the highlights, bro, or some of the high points when you're doing the magazine?
I mean, definitely. Well, it was like just being able to like, having all these events like hit me up like, yo, asking me to be there and getting all the shit. Like, I brought the passes just to go back and, play some, that was the Ozone Awards. That shit was fun. And that was the one in Miami. So that was 2007. And like, just getting asked to be at all this and, all the different events we went to. I mean, we went to the Warner parties in LA. Okay. Just like having that access to the inner side of the, like music business was dope. You know what I'm saying? It was like, we took advantage of it for sure. But, it was the digital age that killed the mag, And
no, like, for sure.
We were talking about that earlier.
Even just to fucking ship that shit, huh? A fucking whole box of magazines, bro. That shit's heavy as fuck, bro.
You could ship media. Mm-hmm. Media's cheap. I had the little plug at this one little low key, and they were like, "Well, it's magazines," and I was like, "Yeah," and they were like, "Oh, well, we're just gonna put it media," and it was like, hella cheap. Mm-hmm. So that was cool.
Hey, you did an episode. You did a magazine with Pitbull.
Yeah, Pitbull.
How was that, bro? Talk about that.
He was TVT back at the time, TVT Records with Yo Gotti, and TVT reached out, emailed me, and were just like, just hit me up, and it was like there was a big concert for Pitbull up at the First Bank Center, and he
was this his first album or what album was this?
It's probably his first one, probably right after his first one, because everybody already knew like Kulo and all that shit. And so they lined us up to get up in the First Bank Center. His people came out, walked us in, and like we walked straight back to wherever he was chilling. And I got to interview him like one-on-one. Everybody left, and we just like that was a crazy interview. It was like it just kept it kind of gangster with him. I don't think he was expecting that, and it was like kind of, but it brought out some crazy shit. It was like. It was a dope interview. And so then after that, I was like, it was crazy because then I was messing with Rob G, and he was working with Pitbull Grip. So it was like, whenever Rob G was here, he was opening for Pitbull. So it was like, I was literally like at every Pitbull concert backstage, like throughout that whole period, you know what I mean? It was like, he was here quite a bit, kind of low key, you know what I mean? And we were always kind of chilling back, like in backstage at all that shit. That shit was cool. So that whole time, like when Pitbull came out, the mag just blew up. Yeah. Everybody was tripping. At that point, it was like, it kind of got to that next level, and everybody, what was that? That was like around 2007 when that dropped. And there was just a lot going on, the Ozone Awards, we had the mag, and I was really, that's something I would really like to do if we ever got shit rolling with the mag again, is do a big Understream Awards. I think that shit would be dope. That was like my dream for a minute. I wanted to do one because Ozone was doing it, and I was like, I could do an award show, and the other cats from here, I forgot who did a couple.
I remember who you're talking about. I don't remember their
They
name.
did like 2 awards or
They
something.
did a couple award shows, yeah.
And I was really wanting to do it, but I wanted to do it right. I wanted to do it real big. And it's like, to me, like, we ain't got there yet anyway. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause the awards was like, to me, for us to do, like, you know, it's like, I want to do it like Denver big awards. You know what I mean? Not like bringing in big artists. I wanted to do it like, and you know, or mix it in with the underground artists that would make it. Because, you know, the Understream's underground, bro. So it was like hard. I had a hard time balancing that with big artists too. I was like trying to keep it, but Pitbull to me was kind of underground and kind of hood at the time. You know, he was doing like, you know,
his first album was shit.
Like gangster, you know, it was like more gangster and shit. And so it was like, I had a hard time. Like, sometimes we had chances to be at these other big Hollywood events, and Noid would be like, yo, we ain't going to that. That's, you know, it's not us. It's like, why are we going to go to that? It's like, you know, and it was like a hard time balancing, like, where we stood and things, you know. It was like, we were Understream, so we were underground. But it was like, we started getting big and like getting into this like mainstream shit. And I was like, this, you know, you start trying to balance that shit kind of gets crazy too. So
I can see
that there was a lot of, you know, it was, I don't know, the magazine was like always getting pulled in too many directions and kind of hard to balance, you know. I think that was one thing about it.
Well, it's kind of like when, you know, it's like you're trying to keep it real.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's people that were reaching out that are, you know.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, you do that, you know, then they can start talking, you know, oh, he's selling out.
Who are some of the people?
They gave you, like, tickets to concerts and stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had press passes to everything.
Who are some of the people that were hitting you up that you kind of, you know, like, we're not wanting to work with because they were more mainstream or more, you know, not underground or you know what I mean?
Well, they're like, you know, like I was getting hit by everybody, bro. So they're like trying to put like big pop artists on me, and I can't even remember who some of them were, dude. Like, you know, I was like, but it was like, it could have maybe made the mag really big, you know, but I was like, yeah, that ain't gonna work in here, you know. This shit's like hip hop, underground, street shit, you know. Like, that's what I liked about the graffiti mags, is it looked like, it was like you were walking down that alley at night while you're turning through the pages, you know what I mean? And that's what was dope to me about all that shit. And so graffiti was just like that whole secret society kind of shit that was just hella low key. You know, it's like only we, you know, all the writers knew who was who, and it's like, you're all cool, but, you know, it's like only, you know, that's what I thought was dope about that shit. It's like, you know, we all got this own, you know, our own language behind the scenes.
Hey, we were talking about earlier about Speechless. You said that came out after, like, the Understream, right?
Yeah, it was a little bit after.
You said you ended up purchasing all that? Cause
yeah, I purchased the whole archive for the issue that...
How many issues? Do you know the girl's name? Or
it's not Nicole, is it? Oh, where is that? Is that Speechless in this stack?
Yeah, it's on the bottom. Because how many issues did she do? Do you know?
That's Nicole. I think she did 4, and I think I bought... This is issue 2. Nah, she didn't put it in. But yeah, I bought that because I was trying to make the mag real big at the time, and I was.
She had a lot of content, huh?
Well, that I think that issue that I had of all that stuff was going to be in that issue 10 that was going to drop, you know, because I bought it and that was supposed to come out, or no, issue 9. That would have been issue 9 at the time. And we were going to do that shit, and that just never came out, you know, so I have it, you know, I have all that shit. It's all in the archives.
Did she have a lot of good content?
A lot of dope, like, New York shit, like, a lot of New York graph, and, some freights on there and shit. What else? She definitely had some dope like burners, you know, like full productions and shit. She had a lot of dope graph. Definitely all good shit.
You guys,
I think she had a couple dope interviews too. I gotta look into that shit and see what if it was a graph writer or who the fuck it was that there was a couple dope interviews. I think that was in that mag.
Right. You guys were scoring some good ass interviews too, huh?
Yeah, we got. I mean, Cope. Let's see. You know, Cope was on one of the covers, but we had some dope. Let's see who. I mean, you know, we had T. Lokes and all them on one cover. You know, but who? That's Jer. We had Jer on that one. That was his interview. There was one. What was a dope one? Gallo was a dope one. He was like an LA artist. You know, he did that kind of LA style graph. And just, you know, having the graph in there was just, you know, that's just what made it a kind of worldwide commodity for
your
the
name
game
goes
at the
coast to
time.
coast,
You know what I'm saying?
It still does. It still does.
Yeah, no, definitely. Understream
people
made a name
won't
for
know
itself.
People that rap or do music in Colorado.
They know.
But
that.
if I get up a fucking,
Understream,
if I get up enough though, there's fools that get up in this state that are known from coast to coast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it goes way bigger, especially like freights and shit like that.
Yeah.
You're a beast. You can get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the mag was definitely evolving, you know, on that last issue, bro. Just, you know, the way the fucking digital world took over, just, you know, it was like couldn't hang in there. So
I know how,
I said, what direction do you go if it's like, you know, I don't know. At the time too, I was like kind of tired of being on the computer. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what? It just ain't gonna work. I'm gonna let that go for a minute.
Now we were talking about earlier,
but the Understream will never die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's just forever.
Now we were talking on that last magazine that you put out. I had like 6 or 7 interviews in that shit. The interview with East, Jolt, Lorenzo Baca, Jonas.
We did, huh? That was the Rob G issue.
Yeah. I had a little write up in there. You know what I mean?
That was a dope issue.
That was that was probably like honestly the best issue out of all of them.
There it is.
There are good interviews in there. You know what I mean?
About the Rob G interview, we got cut on the back. That was big shit right there.
That's probably the best one, man. Honestly,
making me want to go back and read them all again.
For real, gotta put one out. They still get that bread and put one out, man, and make a short exclusive run. And
we might have to
do a limited number to 1,000 and charge, you know, like $50 a piece.
$50 pop up.
Hey, man, like a little gold foil on that shit, bro. Make it like legit. Like, you know how packaging is with the weed there. You make the package dope and it's some cool shit. People, $50 nowadays ain't shit. That's the old 20, bro. Like, shit's expensive nowadays.
Dope ass, thick ass cover with some
like some make it like, you know, thick paper and like some tight ass new shit, bro. Because they're still doing it, especially COVID's like amped everything the fuck up. Motherfuckers doing shit broad daylight, not giving a fuck. You see motherfuckers doing rollers, crazy rollers in LA broad daylight.
Nah, bro, and if you don't follow the Understream on Instagram, it's Understream AG. You know, using the M at the end of Understream for the mag, Understream mag on Instagram, and I do try to catch a lot of shit on that. You know, when I can, I'll post some wild shit on the Understream IG. You know what I mean? I still keep that shit live on that shit.
Oh yeah, you gotta let them know what it's all about. Let them know it's more than the countdown, bro.
Oh, we've been.
They have no idea.
We've been 99. We started letting them know in the 90s. Yeah, but as far as lately it's just mostly been music. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it
Trying to
seems
get
like. You
back
got
to
shooting
that.
videos in Miami and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, videos on the yachts in Miami, and we're gonna be we'll probably be partying with Epps again tomorrow. Or wait, no, today's Wednesday, Friday, at K-Tone's birthday bash.
All right, shout out, shit.
But no, you know what? We'll have to do. I don't know.
We're gonna do a part 2 and talk about all the music, bro.
Well, part two, and but we need to do some dope event. You know what I'm saying? Like an event or some shit. I don't know. We need to come up with something.
For real, it's been a minute.
Something mix bringing the Meg back with a festival with a fucking wall being burned and a fucking. You know what I mean? Like do some dope shit, dog.
It's like a little, yeah.
Like a pop-up concert. That'd be tight.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're talking about. Pop up kind of pop-up concert, pop-up festival.
Get some walls painted.
Yeah. Get some permits, make it happen.
Panties painted. What'd you say?
Walls painted.
Oh, walls painted. I thought you said panties painted.
Painting that wall.
We can have panties painted at the festival
As well. Shit. Well, shit, man. So we're probably gonna follow this up and talk about some music next time. You got any kind of final thoughts?
Yeah, this is the first segment. This is the introduction. Shit. Definitely shout out to JoThunder for bringing me through. You know what I mean? Start there. You know, I could go on and on with shout outs. I'm shouting out Ricky Chit for rocking with me lately.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've been holding it down all since day one. But you know, shout out to everybody keeping Denver moving. Definitely. If you're doing something, if you're putting music out, if you're writing on the wall, you know, keep doing it and keep going hard on your fucking skills. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Keep elevating. It's the only thing that's gonna get us to the next level if we keep elevating.
Keep collabing too, because we gotta do this together.
For real.
Yeah, we got to lose the egos between each other. You know what I'm saying? And just get it. You know what I'm saying? Just start making more music. Just making more shit, making more dough, making more shit happen. That's what it all boils down to. I say stay consistent right now. We just got to stay in their face.
Oh, dang. There you have it. Motherfucking Breez Billions.
Oh, wait. The billionaire, baby.
In the building. Your boy JoThunder.
Understream magazine. Ricky Chit's in the building.
We're on all platforms. You catch us everywhere.
West Side.
We out. Peace. All right.
Yeah.